This is my EDC multitool, and you really never know when you're gonna need one. Maybe to open a box, a can, maybe screwing a screw, or even to scare away an influencer that's about to harass you for views.
Hey bros, today we're gonna pour some acid on random people and see if their heads will explode! Hey bro, what's that? Hey, bro, chill! It's just a prank, bro!
In wild times we live in. So yeah, in my opinion, everyone should have one, and now you see why this thing is my EDC. And by the way, EDC stands for Everyday Carry, meaning something you carry with you wherever you go. And fun fact, I actually got this thing about 20 years ago for about 10 to 15 bucks at a local fishing store, and it's still with me. But I feel like it's time to put it to rest, so I picked up these two multitools. Both of them were just around 50 bucks, and yeah, we're gonna check them out, and in the end, I'll make a decision that might impact the next 2 decades of my life. I'm gonna pick my next EDC multitool. So yeah, let's see what we have. So, we have one from Leatherman and one from Bibury. This is the Leatherman Rev, and this is the Bibury 31-in-1, I believe. So yeah, you can see the boxes from all the sides. This is how they look. This one. Both of these brands are very different, so we'll see how they compete in the same price range. But yeah, let's open them up. For that I will need an extra pair of hands. So yeah, let's check them out. Here's the case for the Bibury. So here's the Leatherman, and this is the Bibury 31-in-1. So yeah, here they are. They look quite different from one another. As you can see, the Bibury is quite bigger. Feels a lot heavier than the Leatherman. So yeah, see it better? Let's weigh them. Let's start with the Leatherman. The Leatherman weighs in at 168 grams. And now the Bibury, 322 grams. So pretty close to 2 times the weight of the Leatherman. But not only that, the Bibury also has its case with some extra inserts. Let's weigh them together. And together with the case, it's 420 grams. So yeah, more than 2 times the weight of the Leatherman. The Leatherman has no case, so that's unfortunate, but at least it has its belt clip here. So yeah, you can still wear it on the belt or whatever. Whereas with this one, I believe, yeah, there's no clip. So without the bag or the pouch or whatever it's called, you can't wear it on the belt. I like this one. So yeah. Now let's see what they're packing. Yeah, to compare, this is how they look when they're fully opened, fully exposed. As you can see, the Bibury packs quite a lot more tools, but yeah, let's start with the Leatherman. It's more basic, I would say. So we have the standard pliers, the wire cutters, can opener, a file. It is pretty small, so I guess, oh, there's also a ruler. But yeah, I don't see you using this file more than, I don't know, for nails or, or whatever. But yeah, I believe this is a box cutter, a knife, which is pretty damn sharp, and some screwdrivers. So yeah, but now for the Bibury, we also have the pliers, we have the wire cutters, but in this case, they actually have exchangeable tips, so that's nice. And yeah, the can opener, some screwdrivers. I believe this is a hole punch. I've actually never used one, but yeah, we have not only one, but 2 blades. One is simple, basic, and the other one is serrated. So yeah, we also have a pair of scissors. And yeah, there's also a file, which is quite a lot bigger than the Leatherman's. And yeah, we have a screwdriver, which in this case also is with exchangeable bits. We have some spare bits here, so that's nice. So yeah, let's compare some of the functions. Let's start with the pliers. And yeah, I have to say, the movement when moving them feels better on the Leatherman. It's just a bit smoother, but yeah, it's not bad also on the Bibury. But yeah, one issue I'm having is, can you hear that? It seems there's something loose in the Bibury. My best guess is the file. Just jiggling around. Let's check if it's loose or something, as it is exchangeable. But no, I guess it's just like that. You can see it moves around, so, but with the Leatherman, no sound. So This is pretty annoying. But yeah, let's jump back to the pliers, and after that we'll explore the file. Yeah, let's check the alignment on both of these. They both seem to be pretty good, pretty aligned. I know that's an issue with some budget tools, but yeah, these ones are aligned pretty well. The movement is a bit better, a bit smoother on the Leatherman. Check what's the give on the handle. The Leatherman feels a bit sturdier. I guess it's from a thicker metal or whatever. As with this one, see, it moves a bit more, but I don't know if that's bad or what, but yeah, that's just so you know. Other than that, they both seem to be pretty good. They're just pliers, so yeah, I don't know how to test them other than to break them. They both seem pretty good. You can squish your finger pretty well. But yeah, the Leathermans are quite smaller, so that's something to keep in mind if that's something you need. So yeah, now, as they're calling us, let's check out the file. We have the file here. Now I do have to say it's pretty hard to open it, as I didn't quite get how it's supposed to be opened. In the end, I grabbed it by this bolt here. Maybe that's the way, like this, because other than that, I don't know where to grab it. Maybe like this. It's not as handy as I would like, so yeah. But anyways, the Bibury one locks into place. Press it down, it unlocks. Yeah, like this it's locked. It does have quite a lot of movement. But yeah, now let's check out the Leatherman. The Leatherman seems to have no lock. But yeah, this is actually not only a file, as that's one of the coolest functions of this tool, as this part actually opens up and you can take this thing out, which actually has the P slot, the same as a jigsaw, and it should have some spare blades here. And now you can turn it in to a saw, like this. It does have quite a lot of movement. Let's see how it behaves while sawing. Here's a random piece of wood, so let's see how it goes. Do we have anything with not so rough teeth? Oh, I guess the other one will be better. This one is a bit too rough, just gets stuck. I'm trying not to put too much pressure on it, as I don't want to simply break it, but so yeah, when it starts going, it's actually not that bad, I would say. The movement doesn't bother me too much, only at the start. When starting, it's pretty hard, as it moves quite a lot, but when you're in the groove, I guess it's okay. But yeah, with this thing, let's check if you can close it, and yeah, no, you can't. So I guess you can close it only with the file. But yeah, I guess you can also pick other blades, shorter ones, or even shorten this one out, I guess, if you want to use only this type of blade and don't need the file. But yeah, even with that, which one would you pick? The Leatherman is quite a lot sturdier, but it's very small, and I guess you can only use it as a nail file or whatever. I don't see myself using this on wood or anything like that. But yeah, with this one, the first part is that it is exchangeable. So even when this one goes bad, you can exchange it pretty easily. Simply take it out. Yeah, it's standard slot. I think this is way better, even with the movement. So yeah, let's unlock it. Now there is no sound. I don't know why, but yeah. Maybe before I loosened it up unintentionally. Let's try it on the other side. And now it jiggles around, so I don't know what that's about. This T slot should be symmetrical, I believe. I don't know if you can see it, but it has some material taken off over here. I'm actually not sure if that's intentional or not, but yeah, the blade seems to move if in one direction, so now it jiggles, but when I flip it over, now it doesn't. So what that's about, I'm actually not sure. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments, but yeah, it's pretty strange. Okay, now let's check out the part that's quite possibly the most important one. And that's the blade. The first test we'll do is if it can be opened with one hand. So let's check with the Leatherman. I see no issues there. It's locked in place. Let's see, no movement. It's pretty good. And now the Bibury. Also no issues. We actually have two of them. Both lock in place. Again, the movement is a bit more evident on the Bibury, but it's also longer, so maybe I'm just having the feeling, as obviously a longer blade will feel the movement a bit more. Yeah, now let's put this back in. It also locks in place, you saw. And yeah, let's check out the basic blades. First thing to do, let's try and cut some paper. So yeah, pretty easy with the Leatherman. And now the Bibury. I see the tip is not as sharp. It is pretty sharp, but not as sharp as the Leatherman. As with the same amount of pressure, the Leatherman cuts with ease, when the Bibury needs a bit more pressure to go through and to cut. It's still pretty sharp, it's pretty good, but yeah, just not as sharp as the Leatherman. Now, let's check it with some rope. Let's start with the Leatherman. No issues there. Let's try it in separate places. Pretty easy. I'm putting very little pressure on it. Now for the Bibury. Again, it's pretty much the same story. It cuts, but it needs way more pressure than the Leatherman. It's still pretty sharp, but yeah, just not as sharp as the Leatherman. But that's not the only blade we have with the Bibury. Let's also test the serrated one. Maybe this one does better. Where did our end go? Here it is. Now let's check. No, this one does way worse. Strange, as I would assume this one should do better, as yeah, the rope goes in the serrations and it basically tears it up, but it's way harder. So yeah, it's not as sharp as the standard blade, but yeah, the blades are not the only thing from Bibury that's actually capable of cutting rope, so let's also test the scissors. To activate them, as I understand, you need to go like this. When there's a click, the spring mechanism is activated, so now we can cut. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh, that's smooth. That's super easy. I do have to say, this just might be my favorite part of this Multitool so far. These scissors are awesome. That's super nice. Yeah, they also lock in place. And yeah, it seems they deactivate automatically. So here they are activated, and when you press to unlock it and start moving it, it deactivates, and yeah, you can move it back in place. So yeah, other than that, the other functions are more or less standard. I won't be opening a can or anything like that in this video. If you like a how-to video or something like that, let me know, I'll make it. But yeah, the one other main difference is the bit driver, as the Leatherman has a basic standard multi-tool bit driver, but this one has this with an exchangeable tip. So it also locks in place. You need to press it down like this to unlock it, and there are double-sided bits with quite a lot of extras here. So yeah, with that being said, I do like both of them for their own separate reasons, but which one to pick? To figure that out, come on, let's take a walk. Yeah, as with everything in life, it's complicated. With the Leatherman, you get a super small, compact and high quality tool that has more or less everything you need, at least for the city, day to day. But with the Bibury, you get a lot more with a slight dip in quality here and there. But will you even feel it? Hard to say, as yeah, it's still pretty good just having them side by side, feeling them together. The Leatherman is a bit better in that sense, but yeah, it's still a lot better than my old one. It's pretty good with slight kinks here and there, as you saw, but still with all the functions you get at the same price as this thing, I think it's pretty nice. So yeah, it all depends on what you need for. If you need a small compact multi-tool, you don't need the extras this provides. I think the Leatherman Rev is quite enough. It's pretty good. And yeah, I don't remember the last time I needed a saw in the city. A saw in the city. That sounds like a series. But yeah, to jump back, the Bibury packs a lot more. So if you're a biker, hiker, or overall outdoors person, I think this is absolutely awesome at the same price as this thing, as you get quite a lot for the money you spend. Just keep in mind the weight. I don't know if you'll be able to keep it in your pocket. Maybe not. Maybe it's better to keep it in a bag or whatever, a car. When it comes to me, which one of these two will be my next EDC multi-tool? Well, sorry to say, but both, in a way. As yeah, I think I'll keep on using both of them. I see a use of them side by side to keep this in my pocket and this in my car or bag, so I have it with me wherever I go. So yeah.
Bro.
Not this guy again.
We can get one.
Yeah, I'll leave the links in the description.
Sick! You're the man. I'll be back.
Oh, no, please don't. For fuck's sakes. I guess I'll need to find something a bit bigger next time. But yeah, don't tell him. But I actually managed to get a discount code for Bibury. It's Backyard Beardman, the same as my channel name. If you use it on their webpage, you get a 10% discount on their tools. So yeah, if you think I'm picking one up, use it, save 10%. So yeah, just don't tell that guy. And now, finally, it's time to put my trusted partner of the last 2 decades to rest. Goodbye, my friend. So yeah, please pay respects by liking and subscribing.
Who the fuck threw that? Bye.